16. Dear Geneva and Janice, I had just turned 8 in June when you two were born July the 29th, 1936, the year of the Texas Centennial. Our brother, James Roy, was 9. We lived in a house in the Gilbreth community just south of Yantis, Texas, on Highway 154. I was old enough to realize that our mother was going to have a baby, even though the adults did not talk about such things in front of kids in those days. Honestly, Bud and I were not too excited about having a baby in the house. When the doctor arrived at our house, we realized that the day had come for the baby to be born. Bud and I were quickly taken to wait at a neighbor's house. What a surprise when we came home later that day, when there was 2 babies instead of 1. What in the world? 2 babies? I had never seen twins. They were so small, only a little over 4 pounds each. Our mother took a drawer out of the dresser to make a bed for you. Of course, our mother had not prepared for twins. What a responsibility. And people, we had a lot of company after you were born, as everyone wanted to come and see the twins. They were identical, and no one could tell them apart. Bud and I had the responsibility to help take care of the babies. We immediately picked out 1 each to care for so that we didn't have to do more than our share. I picked Janice. Since Geneva was redder when she was born, I gave her the Bud. Not until later on in life did I realize what a strain having twins, in addition to 2 other children, must have been on our mother. She didn't have many store-bought things, but she lovingly took care of 2 beautiful little girls. As time passed and you grew old enough to play with, we began to enjoy you more. When you were about 3, we moved to the Pleasant Grove community south of Alba, Texas, near Lake Fork. Lake Fork Lake was not yet built at that time. Near our house was a long single-lane bridge that crossed over Lake Fork Creek. There were 2 single-car drive-outs so that 2 cars could meet or pass. One day a stranger stopped at our house and asked if we had a little girl about 3 or 4 years old. If so, she was running down that bridge. Since I knew Janice was too scared to cross the bridge, it had to be Janice. I ran as hard as I could to catch up with her and bring her safely home. It scared us all half to death, but she just laughed. We only lived in that house for 1 year, as Daddy wanted to move away from that bridge as soon as he could. In 1940, we moved to a house we called the Cash Place in the Concord community, about 5 miles south of Quitman, Texas. In 1938, Lily Mae was added to our family, and Butch was added in 1941. In 1944, we moved to Grandpa Burgess' house, to Grandpa Burgess' home place, and remained there until you both graduated from high school in 1954. Now you may wonder why there were very few photos of you 2 as children. One day you took the box of photos out to the yard to play with and failed to bring them home that night. It rained and the photos were ruined. I graduated from Quitman High School in 1945 and moved to Dallas to work. World War II was not yet over until June 45, so as soon as Bud was old enough, he quit school and joined the Merchant Marines. In the fall of 1947, I went to Bethel Baptist Church in Dallas one Sunday night and met a boy by the name of Calvin Phillips. He was playing the piano when we came in, and we made eye contact. First sight. After church, he took me home and asked for a date on Monday night, and after that, all is history, as we were married April the 18th, 1948. Calvin first met the family at the annual Burgess family reunion held on the first Sunday of April of every year. He enjoyed meeting the family, and with Bud away, he was treated as big brother by all my siblings, including the twins. Calvin could not tell them apart for many months, but soon realized that they did not want to be called twins, as most people call them. You both hated that and would tell people so. He worked hard until he could recognize you individually. You appreciated that. When we would come to Quitman to visit on weekends, we all enjoyed playing games, putting puzzles together, or maybe fishing in the lake across the road from the house. When you both graduated from high school, you came to Dallas to work and lived with us in our house on Spurlock Street. Denise began to date Robert Olson while in high school in Quitman. He also came to Dallas and worked for an insurance company. You were married on August the 15th, 1954, and you have a beautiful family together. You were both beautiful girls, and Geneva had no problem finding boys today. Calvin remembered that there was a young man from church that had been asking you out, but you would not go. On one occasion, we were visiting in Quitman, and on Saturday night, he comes driving up to the house to take you out, but you still wouldn't go with him. He had driven over 100 miles, and since you would not go, he had to drive all the way back to Dallas. Calvin felt so sorry for him as he left feeling so sad and looking so sad. Later, you met a young soldier named Adrian Venable, and you two were married on July the 7th, 1956. You have a beautiful family together. Sadly, both of your husbands were called home to heaven at early age. Today, as we celebrate your 80th birthday, we thank God for all our wonderful blessings He has brought to us. Geneva and Janice, Calvin and I wish you both a very happy birthday. We all still have so many things to be thankful for, including beautiful families to enjoy and thank God for. We love you and pray God's blessings on each of you. And this is signed by Edith. Now, also in this book, we have put the Burgess family history, well, just a little bit about the history of their dad and mother, and when they married, and all their siblings, and the birthdays of all their siblings, and the date that James Roy passed away. And then we've also put an account of all the places that they lived from the time they were born up until the time that they graduated from high school. And on another page, we put all of their aunts and uncles and the dates of their births and the dates of their deaths on the Burgess side and also on the Harris side of the family, cool, so that they will have that all in one book. And we hope that you all have happy birthday. Denise here, did she go home?